I have 2 today.
Oh, wow.
I literally just walked in the door like 6 minutes ago.
Come home, make 2 drinks, yell at your son.
God damn.
I only have 1, unfortunately, today. I got a blue Akai Red Bull and vodka.
Blue acai.
Acai. Yeah, people say I call it Akai. Like, you know the little balls with like chocolate and shit? I call those Akai balls.
Yeah. I got you.
Everybody always yells at me and calls me stupid for that, but
I mean, hey, I was just making sure you knew what you were saying. That's all.
No, yeah.
Saying you're stupid or anything.
But it's pretty good. I haven't had one of those Red Bulls with vodka before. Usually just do normal.
There you go.
I added as one special sound add-on to the soundboard today. We got a.
Okay.
Anybody does anything shocking, can throw that in there.
That's interesting.
Do you want to? We got 6 comments in the last podcast. You want to start off reading some of the comments?
Sure, go right ahead.
So we got from Bobby. She said, "Such a great episode, guys." Well, thanks, Bobby. She told you to get a ring, which you did. I feel like we're gonna get.
Yeah,
talk
I did.
about that.
That's on my list. It's an update on the bitch-ass kids.
I put that on my list too, actually, just in case you didn't.
Yeah.
And she said, "Let's watch La Bamba, Young Bloods 2."
I'm down. And
then she liked the cocktail highlight in the middle of the episode. When I made like I
highlight.
showed like making my drink or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Nick informed me in the comments, asshole Nick, saying, "I know a ex-wife that didn't go to their husband's funeral. I forgot because Macy has a different dad than I do. Her dad died, and my mom didn't go to his funeral because they all hate him. He's a piece of shit."
Oh, see, I didn't even know any of this.
Yeah, they hate his guts. Macy didn't talk to him for a really long time, and then finally when she had Damien. Then she's like, all right, well, he can like see him once or twice. And Damien calls him the mean grandpa.
Oh, okay.
So Damien didn't like him either. And what's funny is one day...
But he's deceased now.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, okay.
I forget what he had. He had something with like his liver or something, some kind of cancer.
Was he old or was he...
I think he was kind of my mom's age. I don't think he was too old. I don't think he was too old at all. But one day I was at Macy's house and I mentioned his name, like joking around, and Damien goes, "You don't say his name in this house. He was mean to my mom." I was like, okay. Fuck, kid, I'm sorry.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, but so Nick reminded, because you brought up that if your exes would go to your funeral. So if your exes are as mad at you as my mom was mad at him, probably not.
I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes you just don't know how it ends.
Yeah.
Especially if well, I guess it doesn't matter if you're the one ending things or you're getting ended on.
I guess here's the thing. Would you
see? Here's the thing with me.
Would you go to any of their funerals?
No, I don't think I would.
That's just kind of funny because you're like, I wonder if they'd come to mine, but then you're like, no, I ain't going to theirs though. Fuck that. I got things to do.
I mean, I'll share after. I don't want to put this on a podcast. You know what I mean?
Got a feeling there's a reason why there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, but yeah, no. But I don't even know what I was saying here. What was I saying? Was I saying something?
You were talking about relationships ending and like you just don't know how they end.
Oh yeah. So like with me, like the only reason I still talk to my ex-wife is because I have 2 kids.
Oh, because so if your kids weren't in the picture, you'd never talk to her again.
No, I don't talk to any of my other exes. Any of them. None of them.
I feel like you were married to her though, so I feel like that's a little different.
But even then, even if like if we didn't have kids, I wouldn't speak to her. There's no need to.
I guess that's true. Like I guess that would be really like unless it did end on good terms, but I feel like a marriage can't end on good terms.
Yeah, I mean, because somebody's more than likely going to get hurt. I mean, there are, I guess, and that's the other thing too. Like people say all the time, like, "Oh, it was a mutual agreement."
Yeah.
I don't believe that necessarily. Like, like I have this thing like with like friends with benefits. We can talk about this. Okay, so my belief is that you can't have friends with benefits without somebody like getting feelings.
Yeah, I feel like you can have friends with benefits until a certain amount of time. And then it's
but that's what I mean. Like somebody is going to develop feelings.
Yeah,
at some
totally.
Point, and then it ruins the whole thing because the other person is going, well, this is just, when I want to get my dick wet or when I want to get my pussy puffed, like, just call up whatever. And it's
Did you say when I want to get my pussy puffed?
Yeah.
That's a good T-shirt. On the front, want to get my dick wet. On the back, get my pussy puffed. Probably can't wear that to like any PTA meetings.
I was trying to say get my pussy popped, but puffed came out, so I just rolled with it.
I like puffed better.
Yeah. It's like the puffed marshmallow. But yeah, like that's always been my stance on it. Is that someone will always develop feelings over, if you're doing it for. I don't care. Like, even if it's for 6 months or 2 years, like someone's going to develop feelings. That's just my belief.
No, I agree with that too. I don't think there's any way that it could be lasting. I feel like eventually it's going to end horribly with friends with benefits. And then
like let's just say like it goes for a long time. Like I truly believe that one person has feelings and they just don't want to say it because they don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, I feel like that has to happen a lot.
Well, yeah, because I just feel like some people are just, they have enough insight where they're just like, you know what, like this is a good thing. Like I consider him a friend or whatever.
I get my pussy puffed all the time here. I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to not get my pussy puffed.
Exactly. So I feel like they just say, well, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to state how I feel, and then you never know. You never know if that could have developed into a relationship. Or in fact, they might have been soulmates.
That's true.
Do you believe in soulmates?
What?
Do you believe in soulmates?
I feel like yes, but I feel like you could have multiple. I don't feel like you have one soulmate.
I got you.
Because I feel like that's a little insane. Because what if my one person lives in China and I can just never make it to China?
Well, but if you're soulmates, I would assume that you're destined to meet at some point.
The world will make it happen.
Exactly.
Okay, I do like that though.
I mean, I would. I'm no expert.
It's more of a fun idea because it makes it like a movie where it's like, oh, no matter what, we're gonna get together and be together.
Yeah.
It makes it more of like a movie storyline.
Exactly.
But that's fun.
But yeah, you never know.
But sometimes life's like a movie.
Sometimes life is like a movie.
Like kids just keep knocking on your door, and eventually you're gonna turn into the serial killer that kidnaps these kids and ties them up in your basement.
I mean, there's other things. Yeah, there are things I would like to do to them. But unfortunately, I am not able to do those things. But
unfortunately, you can't publicly say those out here.
Right.
So we got one more comments from Jose Rules. That's your friend, right?
Oh, Jose Ruiz.
Ruiz, okay.
Yeah. R-U-I-Z, right?
Sorry, it looks like an L on here. My bad.
We call him. Everybody knows him. Calls him Papas, so we can just call him Papas.
Papas, okay. He said, "Please keep me informed on your gym stalker. It's hilarious. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him since the podcast came out. The day of us filming it, I saw him that day. Since we recorded the last podcast, I've not seen him. I think he watched the podcast and he's like, I gotta back off. This guy's on to me.
Maybe we'll see him down the road.
I hope not, but at the same time, I hope so. So I get a story for the podcast.
Yeah, it's more content.
Yeah,
it's more content.
I do have a story though of my mom being stalked. Which I'll just say that here so I don't forget. So I guess she was grocery shopping. I think she was at Fry's, and she was going around the store, and she noticed this one little weirdo following her like the whole time there. And she went to the frozen food section.
Oh, our nipples?
Maybe. Oh, she was trying to get him. She's like, if I go to the
probably.
I think she was really liking the guy.
She was fishing. She was throwing her lure out there.
Yeah, she dropped her phone and bent over.
Hard. She's like, oh, what do you think about these?
She pulled frozen chicken out of the aisle. Oh, does Nick want these for dinner? I don't know. But she was in the frozen food section, and the guy slowly approached her, and went, "Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss." It was like whispering to her, I guess. "Excuse me." And eventually, she slowly turned over to him, like, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Any chance a girl like you would ever date a guy like me?" And I feel like normally you'd be like, "Oh no, sorry," because this guy could be a murderer and it could be really creepy, or you don't want to hurt his feelings as well. She goes, "No."
Wow.
And she goes, "Sorry, I'm married. No," because I guess it really startled her, which I get kind of. But he goes, "Oh well, you don't have a wedding ring on." And she was like, "Oh fuck." She's like, "Well, I take it off for work because I don't want to damage it and ruin it at work." She's like, "And I just started grocery shopping today," and he's like, oh, okay. And I guess like slowly Snoopy walked away from her.
Did she happen to catch a picture of the guy? Get a picture of the guy?
I wish she would have.
I wish she would have too.
I wish I would have been there because it reminds me. Did I ever tell you?
You should have had her go back to Fry's and pull the fucking security camera footage just so we could see this guy.
God damn it! But did I tell you about the time I watched her get asked out at the gym?
I think you told the story, but go ahead and tell it again.
So I was sitting like 2 machines back from her, but like on the opposite side, and I saw this guy kept like checking her out. And also, when I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. This guy's trying to check out my mom. And it's even funnier because, like, Nick is walking on the treadmill, like, 2 feet away and has no idea this is happening. So
yeah, he's watching a show or something.
Yeah, he's probably watching, like, Game of Thrones or something. And I texted him. Yeah. I said, hey, turn around. This guy's totally hitting on mom. So he turns around, and me and him are laughing and texting about it. And I watch the guy. He keeps turning in and is, like, about to talk but doesn't and goes, like, to do it again. He's, like, slowly building up the courage to talk to her. And then he's like, hey, you come here often? Literally pulled that line off on her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I come here to work out a lot. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I come here with my kids and my husband to work out. He's like, oh, that's cool. You want to, like, work out together? And, like, he just kept, like, asking her all these questions. And eventually she just, like, got up and walked away.
But people are just so persistent. Jesus.
It was just so hilarious because I watched the guy be like, hey, like just trying to like build up the courage to ask her out, and then his line was, hey, you come here often?
Yeah, no shit. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I have a membership. I come here every day.
Yeah, you think I pay for this membership and I come here once a month?
I'm sure there are people that do. There are plenty of people that do that.
Yeah. So last 2 comments here. Billy Jackson says, I can't wait for the high cast with Jerome on here. That will be great. And he says, though kids better be careful, they could mess with the wrong person doing that stuff. Which I agree. I feel like
it's possible. Have you listened to the latest Hey Babe?
I've listened to part of it, not all of it. But are you talking about the part where the uncle burned the fucker's knees off?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. But I thought of you as well. I was like, that's gonna be Hess with those kids. That was insane. That's not where I thought that story was gonna go.
Kidnapped him, put him in his garage for 2 days, and then burned his kneecap skin off.
Yeah, with a blowtorch. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you gotta get your point across.
You shouldn't steal someone's purse.
That's exactly right.
And then lastly, from Annie Clarkson, she said, LOL, how do you just casually bring up getting stalked multiple times?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It happens.
It happens.
Happens to the best of us.
It happens, so it's just kind of a thing now.
Yeah.
It's happened to me for a while at gym. Like, I got followed into the bathrooms at the gym. The guy was waiting outside the stall trying to peek at me one time. It's very creepy.
It's unbelievable. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a big guy that doesn't happen to me?
Maybe, I know. Well, I feel like maybe like little gay men might. Because isn't that the thing, like little gay men like big guys and big gay men like little guys? Like,
I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Like the Bears. Well, I'm not an expert either. Okay.
I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know if little twinks like big gay bears. I don't know.
I feel like that's like the thing, like the bears and the twinks and all that. But maybe, I mean, obviously not all.
Any gay guys or women out there, feel free to comment if you know the answer to this.
Nick,
we would like to know.
Nick, if you happen to watch this episode, let us know. You know,
or listen.
Yeah, he watched the last one, which I was impressed
I assumed
by.
he did because he commented.
Yeah, which I thought maybe he just watched some of it and then like just commented. But I asked him, I told him something, and then he said he watched the whole thing.
He watched it, or did he listen to it? I assumed he would just listen to it.
I think he watched it, but he probably had it on his phone and played Madden, so he watched it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. So what are some things that you had written down for today?
I just had the update for the bitch ass kids. I literally put update on bitch ass kids. We got a ring.
Yeah, I was happy. I saw a little bit of footage on Random Ramblings.
Yes. Yeah, we got the ring. Got it installed. They came once. Doorbell didn't record. So, but I mean, it goes off all the goddamn time.
I know. Like, we'll be playing. There's movement at the front door. Like, I think someone's at your front door. No, it's wind. Movement at the front door.
Yeah, it goes off all the time. They literally came back. What is today? When they came back Monday. Around 3:15.
Oh yeah, they did it right before the podcast, right?
Right before the podcast, like 3:15, 3:30ish, 3:45ish. I had got home from work. I went into the bathroom to take a poop, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and then boom, 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 and I'm like, wait, I didn't hear a there's motion detected at your front door. So I went, looked, nothing, didn't record. But they didn't come back. And normally they will sit out there and like wait. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that maybe they didn't see it when they were coming up. They saw it when they got to the door and were like, "Oh yeah,
like maybe
we should stop." Yeah, maybe we should stop.
Well, especially because for how many times they've come to your house now, they got to be pretty familiar with what it looks like. So they're like, "Well, that's new. Yeah. That wasn't there before. He's recording us now. He's gonna put us on TikTok."
I absolutely will.
We're back. SD card turned off for some reason. It's weird. It does that. It's done that twice to us. And there was like 4 podcasts recorded on there. So I just deleted everything but the most recent Random Ramblings. I don't know why it acts like it's full, but...
It's weird. Maybe it's a glitched card.
Maybe. I do have 2. Maybe I should just use the other one.
You might want to try. You might want to try that. But yeah, so... I don't even know. So what... I would put him on fucking TikTok. I don't know if that's legal.
I feel like at this point it doesn't matter. I mean, they've trespassed in your house. Remember, we looked up 2 knocks on the door. Doing that 2 times is illegal. So I feel like it's all fair.
And I might have Abby send you footage. There's like a crazy lady that lives like up the street, and she walks up and down the street, and she just literally like screams like random shit. But like, I guess at some point today, she walked like in front of the house and was like, "Nobody fucking cares about me. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead to everybody."
Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's very sad, very depressing.
Yeah.
But people might get a laugh out of that.
Invite her over for dinner and be like, "Hey, what's wrong, lady?"
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
You want to invite her on the podcast?
No, I don't.
She could be our first guest.
The fucking weird thing is like she is built like your mom, like just tall and skinny as shit.
Oh, so she's probably a crackhead. I mean, not saying my mom's a crackhead, but she's got the body of a crackhead. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But it's just funny because like she just walks by all the time, just fucking screaming, fucking spouting shit off.
That's crazy. There was it for a while. I don't know what happened to him, but there was this. I don't know how old the guy was, but he was definitely at least an adult. And he would run up and down the road yelling about his girlfriend, screaming like, "Fucking bitch, you shouldn't have cheated on me!" And he'd just be running up and down the road, "I'm not fucking kill you, fucking kill your parents!" And he'd just be like, it'd be like at 3 a.m. He'd just be screaming about all the people in her family that he's gonna murder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then like the craziest part would be, this happened every single time. Hours later. So that would happen like at 3, at like 5 a.m. I hear them walking past the house being like, "I'm sorry, baby. I'll never do that again." And then he'd just apologize. And then he'd walking past the house, him and his girlfriend now. He wasn't with her the first time. Now they're together, and he apologizes. That used to happen all the time.
Maybe that was his way of going and venting instead of like beating her.
Oh, maybe. Like, he just screams about it.
He was like, "You know what? I'm going to go walk up and down the street, and I'm just going to fucking cuss you out and call you a fat cunt until I'm calm, and then I'll come back and I'll..."
I mean, if that works, I mean, yeah, it's better than doing it to her, I guess.
I mean, other than disturbing the peace at 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's true.
Not bad.
It was weird. It's stopped for a while. There was just people that would constantly scream at night past our house. We thought, and me and Taylor actually came up with this conspiracy, since Angela and Nick fight all the time, and couples going past the house would fight all the time. We thought our house was like cursed and haunted, and it made couples fight because it just seemed to be the thing. But now everything stopped. So maybe Taylor did some sage around here and I missed it or something. I don't know, but it was like 2-3 months in a row, like it just constantly people doing that shit.
That is interesting.
Yeah, but that was our theory for a while, that if you're a couple and you come to this house or you just stand in the front yard, you're gonna argue.
Maybe there was just a little demon in there for a little bit, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out."
Dude, I'm kind of bored. All they do is yell. No one's dying.
Maybe the zombie pigeon scared him.
I forgot about that zombie pigeon. I think I still have that footage that I recorded because I remember you were gonna do like voiceover for it.
Yeah, those things were fucking creepy looking.
Yeah, that was scary. We still have.
Like
there's just so many pigeons here.
What they got into.
Yeah, that was weird. It literally looked like they were burn victims.
Yeah, and like part of its neck was like super skinny, and then the other side was normal. It was weird.
If I still have the footage or a picture anywhere, I at least think I have a picture on my phone. I'll put it in here. But it was fucking horrifying what they looked like. I forgot about those.
Did you see the shrimp tails in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I forgot about this, actually. You sent me this like a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so that we could talk about it. Because turns out, homeboy married to Topanga.
I learned about that
World.
too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This story just takes so much. So first he did that. People were like, "That's crazy," and then like Cinnamon Toast Crunch people were like, "Nah, that's bullshit. That's not real."
Yeah.
And he's like,
totally,
"No." He's like, "No,
totally
no, it is real." Yeah. And then you're like, "Holy shit, he's married to Topanga." And then everybody online that has worked with the guy has said he's an asshole. He's a compulsive liar.
Really? See, I didn't see any of this. I kind of gave up.
Like every girl that's worked with him has said like they needed therapy. Even girls that dated him like saying he is just traumatizing.
Really?
And apparently he's just a huge liar. So now no one even knows if this is true or not. But I was like, how many turns can this story take?
Well, I'm gonna look it up. See if there's anything new real quick. Because I after I found out that he was married to Topanga, I thought, wow, this guy's legit. This guy's he's got to be.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, okay, well, because I saw a bunch that the company was like, no, it's just they were saying it was like clusters of cinnamon stuff together, and I was like, well, I don't know, that looks like fucking shrimp tails to me. But then all those stories came out, and I was like, this is insane. Like I don't know what to believe anymore. But the only thing I don't understand about it is if he was lying, what would be the point other than to maybe get a few Twitter followers out of it, you know?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's I don't see anything. If you thought shrimp tails were bad, check out Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cake. Okay, blah, 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 blah. How a viral Twitter thread about Cinnamon Toast Crunch spawned accusations of abusive behavior and intellectual theft.
Wow, that's crazy. So he
stole
their thoughts? Is that what that's saying?
Yeah.
Well, that guy's fucking crafty. I mean, you gotta give it to him. If he can steal what's going on in your mind, that's pretty fucking crafty.
Supposedly he claims to be an Emmy winner, and I guess he has never won an Emmy.
Well, maybe we should do that. This is an Emmy-winning podcast.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
Abby said he used to be a rapper.
Oh, I got it. What's his name? I got to pull up his rap. What the fuck's his name?
What's the guy's name? Do you know there, Beb? I feel like.
Oh, he's in a rap battle. Oh, here we go, right here.
Uh-oh.
Make sure it's
this
not too loud.
beachfront Verbo is about to become part.
Got a fucking ad.
That's cool.
Of an
All right, here we go. Hot Carl.
Yeah.
Hey, let me skip a little bit.
This is not him.
Yeah, this is definitely a black guy.
That's fabulous. I'm almost positive.
Is this him?
Why you talking shit, kid? You know nothing about me. I'm another bad creation, like Michael Bivins found me.
I don't. Oh, here's him in a radio thing rap. This is definitely him.
Okay.
He's on Kevin and Bean.
We've come to another close of the week, my friends, so let me break it down for you as it officially ends. We revealed that Bean is facing bodily harm by tatting the Queen of England on the top of his arm. And
I mean, he's not horrible.
The funny thing is I am almost certain I've heard this guy, and I feel like I've either shared it with you or Nick on Twitter like years ago. Hot Carl, 100%. I've heard of this guy.
That sounds familiar. The name.
100%. You need to get that drop, by the way.
Yeah, I do. 100%. Oh, you know 100%. What? When you told me he was a rapper.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, he's not horrible. I mean, he may be a liar, but I guess he's a decent rapper.
Yeah, it is Jensen Gerard Karp. He's a producer, writer, actor, podcaster, a gallerist. I don't know what that is.
He has art galleries. That's the only thing I've heard about him is that he has big galleries out in LA.
And former rapper, previously known by his stage name Hot Carl. He signed a record deal with Interscope in his early 20s and has gone on to produce and write for television and radio. He's 41 years old, married to Topanga. Her real name is Danielle Fishel.
Isn't it funny how everybody that talks about this story, though, they just say Topanga, they never say her real name?
Oh, well, I mean, everybody knows her as Topanga. Did you watch Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought she was, like, so hot.
I feel like everybody did. I feel like she was everybody's first, like, oh, she's hot on a TV show.
That and Wendy Peppercorn.
Who the fuck's Wendy Peppercorn?
Pepper. I think it's
Pepper.
I think it's Pepper. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google her too. Who the fuck's Wendy Peppercorn?
Pepper, I believe.
Wendy Peppercorn. It pops up. Let's see.
She's from The Sandlot.
Oh, I know her. I didn't know her name was Wendy Peppercorn. Oh, I got one big story. So remember, if anybody watches all the podcasts, a couple weeks ago on Random Ramblings, I was like, hey, I'm getting a puppy.
Yeah.
Because my mother said she was going to get Taylor a birthday present because her birthday is April 14th, and she was just going to happen to get me an early birthday present as well.
Right.
And she went on Craigslist, and I told her, hey, be careful on there. And she's looking and looking, and she was trying to keep this a secret from Taylor, so she was doing everything secretive. And then one day, that one was a little sour.
Yeah.
She called me into or I was doing something in the bathroom, and she knocks on her. She's like, "Oh my God, I found this lady. You go right now. You can get him. You gotta go to. I don't remember where it was. We had to go to we had to fly to
Montana.
You would have go to Montana." And she was looking at plane tickets, and she's in the bathroom with me as I'm doing something, like looking up tickets for Montana. And I was like, before you buy a plane ticket, do you want to make sure this is a sure thing?
Yeah.
So she waits a few minutes, does that, and then she's like, I want to tell Taylor. I want to tell Taylor right now. I want to surprise her. And I was like, okay, I'll go with you in her room. She was so excited. And we go into Taylor's room. We're looking at videos and pictures, and I did think it was weird that it was just one video of the boy dog, one video of the girl dog, and 5 pictures, which I've learned that's like the thing people do for scams. Yeah. It's weird they'd all do the same thing, honestly, but whatever.
It's the least amount of work.
I guess, yeah. But so we're like, oh, that's cute, and then she's like giving us a bunch of like, oh, this, you guys, I was gonna pay. Her price range was like $700 to $1,000. She's like, I'll just give you guys that. You guys go on a road trip, spend it all on whatever you want, come back with the puppies. And we're like, okay, cool. We call Victoria. She got the next Wednesday. We're gonna go Wednesday to whenever to the weekend to get the puppies. Taylor made sure people were covering her shift because she's a tutor for ASU. All this shit. And then the next day, she comes home from work. She's like, guys, might be a scam. We're like, what? She's like, well, I Googled her email. And the part that I found weird is on Yahoo, if you have a Yahoo email, you just click on their email, and it instantly does like a background check on the person.
Oh.
Which I didn't know that was a thing. I accidentally clicked it on her phone. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I go, wait, do you want to do a background check? And she's like, no, whatever. She didn't really care about it. So I thought it was weird that the lady would even use Yahoo if that's just a button you can click on there.
Yeah.
But so she came home and she read like 2 articles that said the lady was a scam. So instead of asking the lady to do so, which she probably was, but she just straight up emails her, in all caps, I know you're a scam, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, sends it to her, never gets a response. So then I involved you and I had you email her, and I'm assuming you just never got an email back.
She never responded.
Right. So we got scammed out of 2 puppies. So now she's currently still looking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just so crazy. Like, I don't. That's just weird. Like, I just don't understand. Like I don't understand how that scam even works.
Well, the way because when she says, "Hey, you want the puppies?" She goes, "Hey, we could send them with the nanny on an airplane to you, and it's $300 a puppy." So they want you to choose that one.
Yeah,
but then I don't. So she probably doesn't even actually live in Montana. I don't know.
Probably not. If that's the case, then yeah, they probably want to pay up front $600, whatever.
Yeah, and then they don't send a dog or anything.
Yeah.
What I was really hoping, I almost wish she didn't find out until we were on the road. Because I was gonna vlog the whole thing, and I think that would have been an amazing video. We get there, no one's there, and then we're trying to I would have loved to try to track her down or something.
You should talk to Taylor and Victoria, and talk. Just be like, hey, Mom, can you give us that grand? We want to go on a road trip for our birthday, and
then we'll just vlog the whole thing.
Yeah, and then you guys can drive to I don't know, San Diego.
But we were all excited to go too, so we were actually thinking about just doing one anyways, and then we ended up just watching movies and shit on Wednesday. But yeah, that would be fun. But I really wanted to get there and then just look for the lady, even though I would know she's probably not in Montana. But I know that would be a fun video to try to do.
She never gave an address?
My mom emailed her and said, do you want to do a meeting spot? Is there a park by your house? Is there this and that? And she's like, I'll be at my house.
But she didn't send an address?
I don't know. I never saw an address.
I was going to say you could look it up. It might not even be a real address.
Yeah. Go up to those.
But at this point, it doesn't matter. But
yeah. I was really hoping you'd get the email back because then we could really fuck with the lady.
I know. But you could email her too.
Yeah, but she didn't email you back. It's too late now at this point. She probably see. But what's weird too is.
But I emailed her the same night that your mom said.
Oh, that's true. So she probably was like.
So now a little bit of time has gone by. So maybe
now she's back in the scamming game.
You could get a response, and then you could slow play it.
Maybe
I'll like, yeah, it's gonna take me like 5 days to drive up there. Like, is that cool? Can you wait for 5 days?
I live in Alaska, so it's gonna take me a bit to get to Montana.
Yeah. I live in Florida, on the coast, very bottom part. I don't know what that is, but
it was funny. Yeah. Last night, she pulled me in a room and she showed me a dog. It literally looked like a brown little tiny Joey, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking adorable." And she's texting this lady, and then so it gets to the point, and she's like, "Oh, well, how much for the dog? When do you want to meet?" And she's like, "Oh, someone already did a down payment on that dog." And so my mom was like, "Well, then why the fuck are we talking?" And the lady just thought the lady thought my mom saw the pictures of the dog and just wanted to talk to her for a bit. She didn't think my mom wanted to buy the dog.
That is so random.
Yeah, I was like, what is with you in finding these weird people? She finds a scammer. She finds someone that just wants to chit chat.
That's so random.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I was like, oh, good luck. You're really bad at finding puppies.
It's almost like That's So Raven, but that's so random.
That's so random.
Yeah, I never watched that show, so I don't know. But,
I used to love
it. The last thing I have is I was watching Nick Merck's stream this morning at work, and he was playing some random duos. How would you feel or react if you were just randomly got tossed into a game and it was Nick Merck?
I would be scrambling to find a mic to put into my controller and be like, "Yo, Nick Merck! Yo!" I would be looking all over for my mic to go in my controller.
I only watched him play 2 games. The first guy was a Canadian dude. It was Nick's first game, so that he got shit on, and he was like, I think I'm lagging. Can you hear me? And then he was like hung up on the guy. I felt kind of bad, but he was a Canadian. The guy was like, he's like, I watch your stream every day, like, and he's like, yeah, he's like, cool, man, appreciate the love, whatever. And but like he talked, and then the second guy, he apparently didn't have a mic. As soon as he died, he lost in the gulag and backed out. I'm like, you fucking idiot.
I always like watching his with random duos like that, and he'll talk to people. Because there was one I watched, and this guy, he was like talking shit about Tim the Tatman or whatever, or he's talking shit about somebody, and he goes, "Hey, that's my friend. You take that back." And the guy goes, "Okay," and then called him a fat fuck, and then you just see him like leave the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
But
it is funny.
It's funny how like I went from watching when I was growing. I used to watch Call of Duty YouTubers all the time, and then for a long time didn't watch anybody, and then now because of Warzone, I watch so many fucking like Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, so many people now on Twitch and YouTube now.
I know,
but
I feel like most people do.
Yeah,
especially with the pandy Wandy.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do. He's like, I can watch him, and then you're like, oh, Hess is on now. I can actually play.
Yeah, the pandy Wandy really did wonders for streamers. I feel like.
I wonder, like, if it wasn't for the pandemic, if Warzone would be as big as it is now. Because it kind of came out at the perfect time.
It literally, like, the week that the world went on lockdown.
Yeah. So, like,
yeah.
I wonder if it would be as big as it is now if it wasn't for that.
Like, it couldn't have dropped at a better time, I don't think.
Yeah. God, I can't wait for them to put a new fucking map out.
It's coming.
They just keep stringing along the zombies shit.
I know. So, but you saw the new stuff for today, right?
I did. Like the bombardment and all the other shit.
In the clip that I saw, it says that it throws bombs onto all the previous spots where there were zombies. So you'll literally we could be at prison and then just bombarded with
I think
bombs.
It's anywhere those computers were. I think it like dee and then goes off and just starts sitting down.
It'll be interesting. I think it's kind of dumb that they have the foresight. You can buy it for $20,000. I just feel like,
but you can only buy it at that. So you have to complete zombies to get the key, go to that computer and do it though. Same with the bombardment.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's the only way you can buy it.
I didn't think that was the case with foresight. I thought you just could buy it for $20,000. I didn't think you needed the key. The bombardment, you need the loot key.
I thought it was both, but I could be wrong. I thought it was both.
I could be wrong too, but I was just like, I'm not really like.
Because it's pretty easy to get 20,000. There's times where we go to prison and me, you, and Nick can buy a loadout. So we could just drop our money, and one of us buys Foresight and knows where the game's gonna end.
Exactly.
So I feel like that might change. Although I've already seen there's so many clips of people being pissed off with those because the machine guns are back on the choppers now.
I know.
People are just getting stuck places. So got a feeling those will go away again soon.
Supposedly the stim glitch is back as well.
Doesn't surprise me. I feel like
Nikki Merckx was talking.
I feel like they added a new skin to the game, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we broke it again. The stim glitch is back."
Yeah.
I just don't know why they can't fix that. And also, do you need stims in the game? Just take them out.
Yeah, you would think.
Who uses stims like for real?
Nobody I know.
I've never seen anybody use stims in Call of Duty except for using the glitch, and you're just constantly putting heroin in your chest.
Exactly.
To be fair though, it was fun the one time I did it, and we won.
Yeah.
Although I tried it. We did have to do it twice because I did fuck it up the first time and threw an armor box down and it ruined the whole thing. And then Nick got all pissed because he spectated me for like 30 minutes.
30-minute games. We watched you run around like a jackwagon, fucking pumping adrenaline into your heart. But it worked. It is what it is.
Drink is done.
I'll finish mine here.
I got one last thing. It's nothing like a special story or anything. But my drink's done. Bought myself air conditioning because dickhead Nick refuses to have any air in the house.
That's unbelievable.
He loves to have sweaty balls, apparently.
It's going to be like 98 degrees this weekend.
I know. That's why. So me and Taylor each bought our own. $50 on Amazon. You put a little water into it. I have it on me right now. It works great. I love it. It's like a little mister. And then if you want, It has like little LED lights at the bottom too that changes colors.
How long does it last?
It lasts 6 hours if you fill it up with water, like to the max part.
That's cool.
But
that's pretty good.
I used it all, and I ordered it on Amazon. It came overnight.
So you already got it set up and everything.
Yeah, you literally just plug it in, put water in, hit the on button, and it works.
Is it big? Is it like a trash can size?
It's like the size of my mini fridge. It's like this big.
Oh,
so it's pretty small. It has a little handle too, but
nice.
I really like it so far. It keeps you really cool. I can hoping on Call of Duty if I have it pointed at my hands, they won't sweat and I won't drop my controller.
Yeah. Did you update your game?
I did. I had it updating as I was setting up the lights and shit in here.
I was gonna say
I turned on my PlayStation. I turned on my PlayStation and it paused and said you need space. And I was like, oh fuck, I forgot it's a big Call of Duty update. So I resumed it. It was like 30% in and it stopped, but should be done now.
Yeah, mine was 57 gigs.
I saw supposedly now if you have I don't know about PS5. I think maybe only PS4, but if you have the standard PS4 and you own Black Ops and you play Warzone. You have to buy an external hard drive now though, or delete it because if you didn't delete anything, that's the only game you could have on there. It'd fill the entire PlayStation, which is fucking insane.
Are they like trying to make people buy Cold War?
No, I feel like they're doing these big I feel like they're making the updates big on purpose, so you don't have room to play other games. That I honestly think they're doing that so people don't play other games.
Yeah, but that's just going to turn me off and be like, fuck you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like playing it, but like, I'm gonna play other games.
Yeah, I feel like down the road, I'm gonna be like, well, it's year 3 of Warzone. I'm gonna delete it and play the new Halo or something, you know?
Like with the new Xboxes, I'm not sure about the new PlayStation, but the new Xboxes, you can't just buy like a $50 external hard drive. They're like $200.
Oh, you can't just use normal ones on it?
No, they're not. The plugs are completely different. They're not.
Oh, it's like I wasn't aware of that.
At least right now, I'm assuming that it'll get eventually. But yeah, it's like $200 to buy an external hard drive for the new Xboxes.
That's crazy. Although they all come at 1 terabyte, right? So that's
I think so.
So at least that's good. You can download Call of Duty twice on there.
Yeah, no shit. I would. I'm gonna look to see. Does it tell you how much space it's using?
I think so.
I'd be interested to see how many goddamn gigabytes that thing's taking up.
Oh yeah, it does. Because last time I checked on my Xbox, it was like 200 gigs, and that
I bet you mine's double that.
Probably. Well, because mine's just Warzone on my PlayStation, so you have the full game and everything too.
I deleted like the campaign. I deleted co-op. I think I still have multiplayer, but that's it.
Yeah.
Just in case I wanted to go, but I think I'm just going to delete multiplayer too.
Well, yeah, especially because like it's not like you're gonna play. You're not gonna play it by yourself,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna play Modern Warfare's multiplayer. If we're gonna play multiplayer, it'd probably be Black Ops.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that'll open up a lot of shit, but
yeah.
So supposedly there were 3 new maps for Modern Warfare.
I saw that it
multiplayer.
I saw that. I was surprised that they keep adding stuff to that. Honestly.
Yeah.
I thought they would just kind of give up on that and just focus on the next game and Warzone. I wanted to ask you actually. I'm glad we brought up Warzone. Oh. What do you feel about? Because the next Call of Duty supposedly is going to be World War II. It's called like Vanguard or something. What do you think about them doing World War II and then adding World War II into Warzone? Because I feel like I don't really care about the campaign and multiplayer for World War II. That could be fun, whatever. But I do feel like World War II in Warzone might be kind of fun, like that. Those kind of maps.
If they did it right and took the time and like did it right, yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun.
But that's the thing. Call of Duty taking the time and doing it right is very hard for them. It seems like.
Yeah. But I think it could. I think it would be fun.
That's what I think. Because some people complain about it, but I think it could be cool if they can actually do it right. The only thing that I'm skeptical about is it's the team that got fired and they had to rush out Black Ops. Because Black Ops wasn't supposed to be out right now. It was supposed to come out this year. But they had to rush it and make it and do what it is now because this other team got fired because their Call of Duty was so bad. Activision was like, this sucks. You guys aren't putting this out.
And you're fired.
Yeah. But you're fired, but you're not actually fired. You're just going to make this other Call of Duty years later.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Here's the next big project.
That's the only thing I'm scared. But the pro side for it is they are using the Modern Warfare engine instead of the Black Ops one. So that
I know that. I like that.
They do have a plus on that for me because the Modern Warfare one is a million times better.
I agree. That's one of my biggest reasons why I didn't buy Black Ops. Because
even to this day, the thing that bugs me is if you play multiplayer or zombies in Black Ops, it still isn't full 60 frames a second. It's almost like you're 30 frames or even lower sometimes. Sometimes it plays so awful that it's just like not fun.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know Nick enjoys it. I think you enjoyed it or enjoy it.
I enjoyed it for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I could never justify spending $60 on it. I knew I wouldn't get $60.
I knew, for you, it made no sense to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last things you want to discuss?
I don't think so.
I think we talked about everything.
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Go check out our Instagram. I don't think we have a Twitter, but I probably should make us a Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. That'll be made at this point.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time for more of the Jerome and Hess Show.
Peace.